I absolutely love my floater fishing at this time of year, and during the spring and summer months it will be my go-to method. For 90% of that time I'll be using some form of surface controller. There's many different variants available on the market, but for me I always opt for one of our bolt machines in one of the 5 models that we do. I look at it as very similar to when you're fishing on the bottom with a lead. The bolt machine serves 2 main purposes. 1, it needs to be able to get you to the distance that you're fishing at, and 2, it needs to be able to aid with hooking of the fish. As mentioned, there's 5 models in the range from 7 grams right up to 125 grams, and they all serve their own purpose. For example, I'd use the 7 grams if the fish were just out of 3-line range and I needed to get that little bit extra distance, but without spooking the fish with a heavy sort of controller. However, most of the time I opt for this model. This is the middle one in the range, if you like. It's the 30 gram, and it's perfectly suited for most situations. If I want to fish in close, I can do. It's not so bulky that it spooks the fish on the cast, but at the same time, if the fish are out of distance and I want to fish anywhere in excess of 60, 70 yards, I'll be able to do that comfortably with this model. However, there is the odd occasion, especially on these pressure data kit waters, when the fish move out into the middle of the lake, often at distance, and I have to opt for one of the extreme casting bolt machines. They're brilliant because not only do they let me get out to the distance required, which on some occasions can be in excess of 80, 90, even 100 yards, but they can also aid with hooking when picking out your hook bait at extreme distances can be difficult. And as mentioned, similar to a lead, the bolt machine aids with hooking and setting the hook. The weight and the makeup of the bolt machine means, as the name suggests, it creates a bolt effect. This creates a resistance when the fish picks up the hook bait, meaning they are already hooked when you lift into the rod. Setting up a bolt machine rig couldn't be any more simple. First, I select the bolt machine of my choice, slide that up onto the main line. I then get a size 8 uni swivel and attach that to the main line with a 6-turn grenade knot. I then make sure that's pulled into the rubber insert provided, leaving one end of the swivel exposed, allowing me to attach my hook link. It's then a case of attaching the hook link, which on this occasion is about 6 foot in length. As for the hook link itself, it's made up of 10, sometimes 12-pound zig flows, situation dependent. I tie that to a size 10 floater claw, knotless knot style, and I make sure the bait is as tight to the hook as possible. To finish it off, I then add a sliver of zigger liner tube. That makes everything neat and ensures the line is exiting the hook eye at the correct angle. As for the hook bait itself, I chop and change this depending on the situation. However, for the majority of the time, I will start with a 12mm scopex squid pop-up. I think they're brilliant and perfectly suited to the job, as they match the colour and size of the 3 offerings that I'm feeding. And there you go, it is a dead simple method and one that can be extremely effective at this time of year. I will always have a bolt machine rod set up ready to go in my van.
Yes.